Day 5, guys. It is our final night tonight. I'm kind of sad because we won't get to do this anymore. But I am so excited because we've had a really fun week so far. At least I hope you guys are having fun. Are you guys having fun? Man, I can't hear you guys. You guys a little louder, okay? You guys having fun? Man, you guys just rocked it. Awesome. So in your bag, there should only be one more bag. You guys got to pull that one out. Yep, you got it. It's got your snack in there. It's got your craft. It's got some questions. And it's going to be fun. Tonight, I promise you guys that Tracker Tracy and Deep Diving Diana, they've got something fun they're going to find tonight. I know it. And I know we've got a cool story. But you know what we gotta do? We gotta put them dancing shoes on because we're gonna be dancing tonight and singing some songs. So get on up, get your dancing shoes on, and let's worship our God.
Just enough strength to live forever. to something good.
I love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God, my rock in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. This God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord proves true. He is a shield for all those who take refuge in him. For who is God but the Lord? And who is a rock except our God?
Ready to party? Are you ready to party?
Heck yes! Let's party! What's for the menu?
Well, we're gonna have papayas and mangoes
Yum!
and Steven's favorite, bananas.
Ooh, bananas!
All right, let's see. Now, where's everybody else?
I don't think they're gonna come.
But I invited a whole bunch of people. I trusted them to come. If I can't trust my friends, how can I trust God? I'm sad.
Hey, I see a map over there.
Ooh, a map! I love maps! They always lead to something good. Let's see what we got. Yep, it's a map!
Another map.
Another map.
Where do we go?
Where do we...
Treasure.
There, X marks the spot there too. Okay, so how are we supposed to get there this time?
Go to the left.
We're going to... Okay.
Right. All right, and then we go right. And there's the treasure chest.
Hey, another one! Okay. Let's see what we've got in here today. Ooh, it's a cross.
Isn't that where Jesus died for us on the cross from the story that we heard earlier?
I think so. Isn't that what we read in the Bible? Was that Jesus died on the cross for us? Wow. Cool. Wow.
Tracy, can you hear me? I am right here. You see that cross? I sent my son to the cross for you.
Thank you, Lord.
Hey guys, day 5 lesson. Man, did you guys just hear? Did you guys hear God talk to Tractor Tracy? That was pretty cool, wasn't it? I mean, she was telling me about it, and it sounded really cool. I don't know. Did you guys hear? Did you hear God talk to Tractor Tracy? You did? It was pretty cool, wasn't it? You know, tonight we're going to learn that God is trustworthy. And that means that we can trust God no matter what. In every situation, we can always trust God. And that is something that is really tough for us to sometimes to understand. Because as Tractor Tracy and Deep Dive in Diana were saying, they were supposed to have a party. And none of their friends showed up. And that breaks our trust. Sometimes in our lives, we do that with our moms and dads, or maybe our parents say that they're going to do something for us and then we don't do it. I remember growing up that, my mom and dad might have told me that we're going to go to a race or we're going to go to this place and we didn't do it, and I would always feel kind of sad and kind of down. Or maybe I had some friends who told me, hey Steven, we're going to hang out tonight, and then they would change their plans and they would go hang out with someone else and I wouldn't have anything to do. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you've experienced something like that. And that kind of hurts our trust. But the cool thing with God is that no matter what, we can trust God. And we can see that actually in the Bible. In the Bible, we are told of a really cool and really kind of a weird story a little bit. And so we're going to talk about that story a little bit. And that story is found in the book of Joshua. And Joshua is leading the Israelites in the battle. And they're taking over the land that will become Israel. And in order to do so, they have to take down, or they have to defeat one city to start it off. And the city was called Jericho. Can you guys say that? Do you guys say Jericho? Good job, Jericho there. And Jericho was a big, big city. And not only was it a big city, what they did was they built a wall around their city so that you couldn't get in and you couldn't get out. And if the people were trying to attack them, they would lower the gates, and this wall was very, very heavy and tall and very thick, and you couldn't get through it. And so people weren't able to break down the walls. But God told his people, and he told Joshua, that if he listened to what God said, that God was going to help them to defeat Jericho. And that had never happened before. And so God calls out to Joshua, and he says, Joshua, this is what I want you to do. Okay, you guys listening? This is weird. He says, I want you to march around the city for 6 days. One time a day for 6 days. That's all. That's kind of weird, isn't it? So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, God, so we're going to walk around the city one time a day for 6 days. And God's like, yes, that's what I want you to do. And he says, on the 7th day, this is what I want you to do. On the 7th day, I want you to walk around the city 7 times. And I want you to blow your horns as loud as you can. What? That seems really weird, doesn't it? I mean, that's weird for us. If God said, okay, this is what you guys got to do, walk around the city, and then on the 7th day you got to walk around it 7 more times and blow some trumpets, that'd be really weird, wouldn't it? I mean, could you imagine that today? Let's say the town that you live in had a big wall, and you just had to walk around it one time a day. And then on the 7th day, you walk around it again and blow your trumpet. Nah, that's weird. But the Israelites, they said, okay, God, we're going to trust you. We're going to listen to you. We're going to do what you asked us to do. And so every day, they would wake up, they would walk around the city one time, and then they would go back to their camp, and they would do nothing. And then on the 7th day, they got up, they walked around the city once, then twice, and again, and again, and again, until they got to 7 times, and they blew their trumpets. And want to know what happened? The walls to the city came crashing down. And all this fell down. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Man, I wish it was that easy. I just walk around something that I want to destroy, or if I don't want it around anymore, and it falls down. But that's what they did. And they were able to defeat the people who lived in that city and take that city over so that they could continue to grow the country that they were living in. I mean, that's really weird. And that's really weird for us to hear today. But the promise that God gives us is that if we are listening to Him, if we listen to what He says, and then we do what He's called us to do, He's going to always fulfill His promises to us. He's always going to keep His promises, no matter what. And if you remember way back in the first day, we learned that God never changes. He's always kept His promises, and He always will keep His promises. And God will never change that. And so God told His people that this is what I want you to do. And they did it. And they followed after God's instructions, and everything worked out. You and I had the same promise. God promises us lots of different things. I know growing up, I've asked God for a lot of different things in direction and clarity in what I'm doing and what I'm supposed to do. And every time, God has always told me, if I just follow Him, if I listen to Him, He'll take care of me. And He always has. And we can read that in the Bible. Every time that God makes a promise, He's always kept all of His promises. He's never once not kept one of His promises. That makes God pretty trustworthy. That means that we can trust Him no matter what. Because we know that God won't lie to us, and we know that God will never makes a promise that he can't keep, because he's always going to keep them. And so even though other people may let us down, or other people might hurt us, God never will. And maybe we have someone who's going to make a promise to us and they don't keep that promise. If God makes us a promise, he's always going to keep that promise. And that is a pretty cool thing to hear. That no matter what, God will always keep his promises. This week we've learned a lot about who God is. We've learned that God is great, and that we know his greatness through reading his Bible and reading his word. We've learned that God is almighty, that he's stronger than anything else and anyone else in this world. That no matter what, God is always in control. We've learned that God is ruler, and that means that God will protect us and that he'll control every situation to work out the way that he wants it to. We've learned that God is Emmanuel. God is with us. God is always with us in our hearts. And we've learned that God is trustworthy. That if God makes us a promise, and if we are willing to listen and to follow after what he calls us to do, and what he says, he will always keep those promises. That's a lot that we've learned this week. But God is an amazing God. And the cool thing is if we take all this that we've learned this week, and we put it in our heart, and we trust God, you and I, we're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great life. And we know that God will always be with us. And that's something that we can take away and we can learn from and we can always hold on to. That if we trust God with all of our heart, he will always be faithful to us. That he will always keep his promises. That he'll never let us down. That he'll always protect us. And that is something so cool. And something that we can learn about. And that we can just live the rest of our lives knowing that you and I, we worship a big God. And someone who loves us. That he doesn't want to ever hurt us. That's pretty cool. So let's take a moment and let's learn about our memory verse that we're doing before we head over to Kelly's Craft Shack. So you guys ready for that? Alright, here is our memory verse. Trust in the Lord with all of our heart. I mean, that's pretty simple, right? Trust in the Lord with all of our heart. And if we do that, everything will be good. So can you guys say that with me? Trust in the Lord with all of your heart. I hope that you guys will be willing to do that as we are about to leave or end our VBS together. And no matter what, you will trust in God, the Lord, with all of your heart. Let's go see what Crafty Kelly is doing at our Craft Shack.
Think a little purple right here.
That's a big eye.
Oh my goodness, he's got bug eyes, but he's a turtle.
Oh my!
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. You
Scared
snuck
us.
up on us. We were expecting you, but you're early. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Well, they promised that they were going to be
Yeah.
here, but who else promises things?
God does.
God
right?
promises things?
Yeah.
Well, like what?
If you follow what he says, good things will happen.
Oh, that reminds me of that Bible story about like
The walls of
wall
Jericho?
or something coming
Yeah.
down if they did something.
Yeah, I remember that.
Maybe that sounds familiar. Hopefully that
Yeah.
sounds familiar. I think I've got the perfect thing. How about... Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah. Okay. I think this will work.
Yeah.
Okay. Craft box.
It's a treasure box, though.
Oh, it is a treasure box, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there's all kinds of goodies in here. Let's see what do we have in here. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are so shiny. Ah, look at that. I've got a blue one and a red one.
I've got a pink one
Oh,
and a red one.
These are so cool. Oh my goodness, there's so many.
I have a purple.
Oh, you know what? These, I bet anything, we can remember that God has multiple promises. There's so many promises, just like we have so
Yeah.
many jewels.
So many.
I think I'm gonna put these back in here so I can remember that next time I open this box. So I think you guys could probably put them in your box too. Ooh, what about these stickers though? What should I do with the
I
stickers?
think you should put them on the outside.
Oh yeah,
That
to
would work.
remind me like these little gems and stuff. Don't you think they look really awesome on the outside? You guys can do whatever you want with this box. It is literally a blank canvas. All that you need to remember is that God makes promises and He does keep them. What I really want you guys to understand through all of this, look at that, that was pretty cool, is that God keeps His promises. Alright, so I'm just going to take these jewels, and maybe your jewels will come off the same way. I'm hoping so anyway. But again, you do this however you want. If you want to color it all blue, go for it. If you want to color it all orange, go for it. If you just want to put stickers on it and say that's good enough, do it. Alright, so I have all these jewels, and I think I'm going to put this cool cross on it to remind me. Mine kind of looks like a church. It's kind of cool. Like stained glass window. Ooh, look, a lamb. That's pretty cool. Let's see. So I've got those, and then I've got faith, and let's see.
Hey, I'm running out of time.
I don't know. Are we running out of time? Do you guys have to go? Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me finish this up real quick. I
Yeah.
did not realize that our time was cut short today. Well, I will tell you that God does keep His promises. And just remember that whenever you go to put treasures in your box, just like God keeps His promises, you've got tons of treasures that you can learn and unpack.
And understand.
I didn't do any coloring, but it's so pretty. If you decide that you want to color, maybe put some bubbles or some dots. Or maybe
Like from that first craft.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
How long?
my goodness, guys, we'll let you go. You guys have a wonderful school year, and we'll look forward to seeing you later. Bye.
Bye.
When I'm in the roughest water, I won't go under, I won't drown. When I'm in something good. Through the darkest night, you are on my side. You are always faithful. Through my fear and doubt, you will lead me out. You are always able. Through the darkest night, you are on my side. You are always faithful. Through my fear and doubt, you will lead me out. I know that you are always up to something good. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good. You'll make a way, whatever it takes. There's nothing your love won't endure. I know that you are always up to something good.
This the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Let him shine, let him shine, let him shine. I will stomp my feet and I will clap my hands and shout, shout. I will run around and I'll jump off the ground and shout, shout. I will stomp my feet and I will clap my hands and shout, shout. I will run around, I'll jump off the ground and shout, shout. This the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This the light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Let it shine, let him shine, let it shine. And I will stomp my feet, and I will clap my hands and shout, shout. I will run around and I'll jump off the ground and shout, shout. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart to stay. I've got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I've got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart, down in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I've got the wonderful love of my blessed Redeemer way down in the depths of my heart. Where? Down in the depths of my heart. Where? Down in the depths of my heart. I've got the wonderful love of my blessed Redeemer way down in the depths of my heart. Where? Down in the depths of my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart, down in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. Joy unspeakable that won't go away, and just enough strength to live for today. So I never have to worry what tomorrow will bring, 'cause my faith is on the solid rock. I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. Joy unspeakable that won't go away, and just enough strength to live for today. So I never have to worry what tomorrow will bring, 'cause my faith is on the solid rock. I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God. I am counting on, I am counting on God.
Guys, it is night 5, and what a week it has been. It's been so much fun with you guys, and I am so excited that you have been here. And tonight we have learned so much. It's been a great night. We found a cross. At least we had the help with Tracker Tracy and Deep Dive and Diana. They helped us find that cross. We learned about a fantastic story. If we think about it, it's a crazy story. But we learned about the wall of Jericho and how no matter what, if we listen to God and we follow what He says, He will always keep His promises to us, no matter what. And so that's something that we wanted you to leave with this week, is that no matter what is going on, as long as we listen to God, and as long as we follow after God, He will keep His promises for all time. It's been a really fun time. And again, this week has been great. And we encourage you guys to keep going and showing the love of Jesus to other people. Again, by doing whatever activity that you're doing, whether that's helping a neighbor or maybe a friend, or giving school supplies to someone who needs it, or maybe helping out a mission that we support as a church. But whatever it is, we continue to ask that you would show that love of Jesus to other people. And that you guys would show who Jesus is, who God is, and what He's doing. Because He's done amazing things. Thank you guys for joining us. And we can't wait to see you guys next year.